One of the most common questions people ask when they start GLPs is, do I have to stay on this forever? Some people assume that these medications are temporary, and others think that they're going to gain the weight immediately after stopping. The reality is that what happens after you stop a GLP medication will be very much dependent on the habits that you build while you are losing the weight. Let's review what a GLP medication does. GLP medications help to slow down your digestive system. That way, your stomach is being emptied a little bit slower, food's staying a little bit longer, your hunger is less because you're getting fuller faster, and your body is working to digest foods a little bit slower. That's how the medication works. It also, additionally, more importantly, it is also helping to stabilize your blood sugars. What the medications do not do is your habits. The medication is not going to help you to build muscle. The medication is not going to create a consistent routine so that you are eating consistently. And it is not going to change your relationship with food. Again, what it will do is it's going to reduce your appetite. It is going to stabilize your blood sugars. And it is going to, but it is not going to help you to create a long-term structure. So then the real question is not whether you will stay on a GLP medication forever. The real question is, what habits and systems are you building while you are using it? And as a result, when people stop using GLP medications but have not changed anything else, unfortunately, hunger will come back. Sometimes quickly, sometimes not so quickly. Okay, so reasons why you may regain the weight. Let's review them. Let's go back to our biology lesson from last video. Fat cells. What happens when you lose weight and body fat decreases in your body? They go from this to this, right? So they don't disappear. They're still there. They're just shrunk, or they have shrunk. Remember what we talked about? Your body. Your body wants to go back to normal, to what it thinks is normal. So that one of those items is your weight. It wants to go back to the weight that it was before you started the GLP medications, because remember, we've got to run away from the saber tooth. Now, muscle loss prevention while losing weight is important, as we talked about in the last video. Go check it out. Lean muscle mass will help your metabolism to stay high. The more muscle mass you have, the higher the metabolism, the more you can eat without gaining weight. The lower your muscle mass is, the lower your metabolic rate is. Meaning that you will have to eat less. But your brain is thinking that it needs to eat more, and therefore you will gain fat mass a lot quicker. This is why muscle prevention is so important. In those situations, weight regain isn't surprising. Again, when you've been on the GLP medication but have changed nothing else. In those specific situations, weight gain isn't surprising. The body simply returns to its previous patterns. Because remember, the body is looking for homeostasis, right? So that's what the body does. Now, this is a problem, right? To every problem, there's a solution. At Live Light, these are the things that we do to help people not regain the weight back. Ready? Here are your solutions. Take note, take the pen. Let's go. 1, muscle loss prevention. We protect muscle mass during weight loss. We do that by strength training to the best of your ability without injury and adequate protein intake. This is where the protein/meat intake, meaning how much you eat, comes into play. You have to have enough, and this is why we prioritize protein when eating on a GLP medication. 2, structured eating. That is talking about consistently eating throughout the day and making sure that you are not just kind of grabbing and going and, you skip the meal here, skip the meal there. Sometimes that's what feels like it's the only way to do anything. However, that is also indicative of needing help. And hello, we're here to help you. So do reach out if you're having trouble scheduling and figuring out when to eat and when not to eat. 3rd, food quality. We're not going to go or spend our whole paycheck. We're not doing that. We are going to focus on eating the least processed possible for you in your budget, right? Great. Now, we are also going to focus on the flip side. We're not going to get the ultra processed foods, but we are going to get nutrient dense foods. Don't know which ones they are? Check out the GLP Success and Maintenance Guide. Great. 4th, awareness. We keep track. We notice the small weight changes, because when you notice the small weight changes, then you can make little tweaks that will help you to not regain the weight back. Maintenance is not about saying, yay, I'm all done, forget this, go into party. No, maintenance is about being aware, noticing the changes, and doing something about it. Need help with that? Let us know. Okay, so you may say, okay, I have all the information, I'm good, thank you very much. Great, wonderful. The thing is that we've seen that a lot, and we want to remind you that it is okay to get help. Here's the reason. Medication can change the way that you feel appetite, but when the appetite returns, then what? What's your plan? That is where we come into play. See, at Live Light, we have been doing this for over 17 years. And I cannot tell you how many times people come back and they say, well, I kind of did it, but things changed and life got in the way. So this is where we come in. We've always emphasized at Live Light, if you've been with us at any point in time, eating for weight loss is one thing. Eating for maintenance is a whole other bear. Eating for maintenance requires for you to eat in a balanced way, nutrient-dense way, in order to make sure that you are living a good quality of life. That's going to look different for different people, and also if you're male or female. There's different things that go into it. Additionally, you also want to make sure that you are protecting your muscle mass at all times, and that way also improving how you are feeling and how you are doing. To summarize, at Live Light, we help you with eating schedules, food choices, teaching you how to protect your muscles, and we help you to build long-lasting habits that will keep you from regaining the weight at the end of your GLP journey. Remember, weight loss is just one phase. Learning how to maintain, that's a whole other different skill. See, this is why we spend so much time teaching. We could do it all day. It's fascinating. Food and nutrition are incredible. But somebody's got to teach you. That's why we spend so much time teaching people how to protect their metabolism and maintain their results, not just to lose weight. If you're using a GLP medication, we created a GLP Success and Maintenance Guide that walks through the foundations of what we teach our patients. See, GLP medications are powerful tools, but they work best when they are part of a larger strategy. The goal isn't just to lose weight while your appetite is suppressed. The goal is to build habits and structures that allow you to maintain the weight after you are done with the GLP medication. Because lasting weight loss isn't just about the tool you use. It's about the systems you build.